Super Hornet. Clear for takeoff.
Let's go to Ben Cartwright.
It's now clear for takeoff, and with me on the microphone is Ants. Flight Attendant Andrew Barr from 1 Squadron.
Thank you, Ben. Ladies and gentlemen, earplugs in and cameras right as the mighty Rhino takes to the skies. Which is the Top Gun equivalent of, I'm going to hit the brakes and he'll fly right by. as the Rhino is accelerated to over 1,000 kilometers an hour for the high-speed pass. To contrast that high speed, Snake Eye and Beefcake will now fly past as slow as the jet can tactically go, traveling less than 100 knots or 200 kilometers per hour. You'll see the nose pointing 25 degrees higher than the aircraft's direction of travel, which is known as angle of attack. The Super Hornet is capable of up to 50 degrees angle of attack in a dogfight. This slow-speed performance is yet another capability that makes the Rhino such an intimidating aircraft to fight against. Take this opportunity to check out the current weapons loadout of 2 short-range heat-seeking missiles on either wingtip and 2 long-range radar-guided missiles on the wing pylons. As they pass right center, Snake Eye will plug the burners and accelerate away. Look out for the orange plumes. As the G-forces crush them into their seats. The Rhino can go as high as 50,000 feet, or twice the height of Mount Everest. As the lads now bring the Rhino back to Earth, they will set up for the low-level initial and pitch. This is a maneuver all jets perform when operating in formations and allows everyone to get back to base as fast and efficiently as possible. Number 1 Squadron flies the Super Hornet, and it recently celebrated its 100th year anniversary, making it the oldest squadron in the Air Force. Known as the Fighting First, 1 Squadron has seen action in several campaigns, including World War I, World War II, the Malayan Emergency, and most recently, as the first Australian squadron to take the fight to ISIS in the Middle East. Ladies and gentlemen, look to your right now as Snake Eye and Beefcake fly in at high speed, pitch out into the circuit, and configure for landing. Transform the Royal Australian Air Force into an integrated and networked 5th generation fighting force. The Super Hornet forms an integral part of this. The Rhino is able to communicate and integrate at all levels with other units in the Air Force, such as the Growler and Joint Strike Fighter, along with Navy ships and Army troops on the ground. In short, this ensures that the Air Force and the Super Hornet maintains decision superiority for first detect and first strike capability. Ladies and gentlemen, to your right, the crew are now lining up on the final leg of their approach to land. The Rhino is an incredible aircraft to fly, and it's been my pleasure to commentate today's display. Keep your eyes right now for the final salute as the boys plug the burners and squat the jet one last time.